In the year 1910, Edward VII, King of Britain, died. The king's funeral was crowded with European kings. The custom of lineage and marriage among European kings could make them into a large family. During the royal family funeral ceremonies, this picture, which was taken at Windsor Castle on the 20th of May of the same year, brought together 9 kings. Perhaps this number of kings had never been gathered in one picture before. But in the following years, each of them had his own destiny and fate. Fate began playing games just 5 months after the photo was taken, with Manuel II as King of Portugal. He ascended the throne by chance after the assassination of his father and elder brother in a military parade in 1908. He was overthrown by the October Revolution in Portugal. He returned to Britain once again, but this time as a refugee, not a visitor, and became the last kings of Portugal. George I, King of Greece, the longest reigning king in this picture. He ruled his country since the year 1863. His end came 3 years later after the picture was taken in Thessaloniki on the 18th of March 1913 by a bullet that was shot at him from behind from a short distance by one of his opponents. In the year 1914, the First World War begins. Wilhelm II, the German Kaiser, achieves victories in the beginning, but loses the war in the end. The defeated Kaiser loses his throne in 1918 and becomes the last German king. For the same reason, and in the same year, Ferdinand I, King of Bulgaria, a German ally in the war, loses his throne. He abdicated the throne in favor of his son and went into exile in Bavaria until his death in 1948. Albert I, King of Belgium. He came to power in his country several months before the photo was taken. He led his country's army during World War I against Germany. He suffered heavy defeats and lost most of his kingdom, but the defeat of Germany at the end of the war restored him to his throne as a hero. He was passionate about mountaineering sport, and his end was in an accident while practicing his favorite sport in 1934. Not all fates were miserable. Haakon VII, King of Norway, ruled his country for about 51 years and enjoyed great popularity. He resisted the Nazi invasion of his country during the events of World War II and retained his throne until his death in 1957. Only 2 years after the photograph was taken, Frederick VIII, King of Denmark, was visiting Hamburg. The king, who suffered from heart disease in his last days, liked to wander among the people in disguise. Someday, while he was wandering, he was suddenly struck by a heart attack. The king died on a chair in a garden, alone, where a police officer found him and took him to the hospital, where he died, before getting to know his true personality. Alfonso XIII, King of Spain, the man who became king before he was born. His father died young. When his mother was in the months of pregnancy, he was born a king. His rule was not stable. He left Spain voluntarily after the elections that supported the establishment of the Republic in 1931 and spent the rest of his life traveling between European capitals. He died in Rome in 1941 as his country entered the fiercest civil war in Europe in the 20th century. His remains were returned to his country after the restoration of the monarchy in Spain. George V, King of Great Britain and Ireland, and Emperor of India, was the newest monarch in the picture, having come to the throne just after the death of his father. He was respected and popular, and his reign was marked by the rise of the independence movement in India and two major revolutions in Egypt and Ireland in 1919. He suffered from smoking-related health issues like his father and died in 1936. Brought together by family kinship and separated by political interests, their destinies were influential in the course of the events of the 20th century, in their countries, in Europe, and in the history of the whole world.